What's going on, guys? It's James from GlazeLife here, back with another One Dude in a Review. Today I will be reviewing the movie Star Trek Into Darkness. This is a sequel to J.J. Abrams' 2009 film Star Trek. So if you haven't seen that version, you probably don't want to see the sequel here because, it's the same characters and, you need to watch that one first. Like always, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this film and you are big on, not wanting to know how things go in movies and find out secrets and whatnot, you might not want to watch it. That's your warning, Mr., Mrs., person, lady, ma'am, sir. But anyways, I'm not going to give a typical plot summary here because there's a lot to dig into. It's a mouthful to really go into this plot. So I apologize there. I just want to talk about what I liked about the film, if I didn't like anything, or just how I feel about it. So yeah, let me just say, I don't know much about Star Trek before this 2009 version that J.J. Abrams put out. I just never really got into it. I think it was a little bit before my time. I never really paid attention to anything. So I'm really new to this universe, but that's okay because, it's like the 2009 version Star Trek that J.J. Abrams put out. It's in the same realm of Star Trek. It's just a alternate timeline to all the previous movies and TV shows. So it all it's running with those versions, but it's a different version, which I think is really cool. Does that make sense? Just look at Wikipedia; they explain that a little better. Anyways, let me dig into this film. I love this movie. I really enjoyed it. This universe is so awesome, and I've been excited to see this movie. Since I watched the first one in 2009, I've really been waiting for this film. So yeah, the film starts out and it's instant entertainment, and you kind of go through these peaks and valleys of really fun, enjoying time, and then it's oh no, that happens. Then you get uplifted, and then it's a serious moment. There's a lot of laughter and serious times and emotional times, and then these dead serious fight scenes, and it's just all over the place, but it worked and it flowed so wonderful. One thing that J.J. Abrams as a director does is he really takes the most out of each character. Character development and really caring for characters and knowing characters as individuals is so important, and he always does a great job in all of his films and his television shows of really bringing the most out of a character, and it just shows in this film. Like I said, the storyline was awesome. It was really entertaining. It was a lot of surprises. There was some twists and stuff that happened throughout the film. It's with the villain. You never thought that would be Khan, who was this mega villain, in the past Star Treks, and with the death of what was his name? With the death of Christopher Pike, that was a big deal. Didn't really know if he was going to die or not, but cause, it was really teased the last film. But he dies, which was had an impact on Kirk, which kind of drove his motivation for revenge, and kind of took him in that place, which was interesting. And the development of Spock and his emotions, because he's kind of this robotic character who lives by all regulations, and you kind of see him break a little bit in this, and it was kind of refreshing, and it meant something, to see Spock kind of go there and his humanity show. It's really cool. Also, the main villain, like I said, Khan, who was played by the actor Benedict Cumberbatch. Nice name. He was such a good actor. He was such a good villain, such a serious buddy. He was kind of this weirdo, just straight weird buddy. But he played it perfectly. I'd like to see this guy in some other films. He was a really cool villain, and just kind of this this I don't give a crap villain, and I don't know. He was just dead serious. But it was the whole cinematography of the film was just shot so beautifully. The graphics were amazing and above and beyond, and everything just looked great. Sci-fi movies, especially with the days of technology, it looks so real because that's what it would look like, I think, if we were in space zooming around. But like I said, there was a lot of twists and turns and things you didn't see coming, and which is always good in a movie. It's always refreshing, and when you can kind of get that shock value of something happening. Also, the movie was funny. You enjoyed laughing at this film, and they did it in such a good way that it was not forced, by any means. Like, that was my problem with Iron Man 3, the last review I did. The movie was really funny, and I laughed at most of the stuff, but I didn't want to laugh half the time because it would be like a really serious moment, and then they'd crack a joke. This film doesn't force that. It's, a lot of one-liners and a lot of things that happen that are quick laughter. You're not laughing over and over and over again. It happens and then it goes away, but it happens at a moment when it needs to happen. It doesn't force it. As Iron Man, I feel like it forced it, and this movie, Star Trek, knows how to be serious when it's time to be serious. It just played well with the tones. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the tone was set in a serious mode, it stayed there. It didn't, go down that funny route. That's what Iron Man did, and I didn't like that. Yeah. If I had to take anything away from this film that I didn't like, it would be the actor who played the Starfleet Admiral Alexander Marcus. And this is the guy that kind of portrays Captain Kirk and pretty much all of Starfleet. He was like the mastermind of wanting to kill this John Harrison, aka Khan character. Wanted to kill him off, but he also wanted to end up destroying Starfleet at the same time, kind of covering his tracks for stuff he did in the past. But yeah, that Alexander Marcus guy was played by Peter Weller, and he didn't have a lot of depth to his character. He was kind of just this, he was this really high-ranking officer in the Starfleet. He might have been the highest, I don't know, but he was definitely way up there. He was the mentor of Christopher Pike, the guy who mentored Captain Kirk. So this Alexander Marcus guy, he didn't have that kind of, tone to him, or what's the word? Like, he wasn't professional. His swagger just was too relaxed and too nonchalant when he betrayed everybody. He wasn't sophisticated. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. When you're that high ranking up of an officer, he had no sophistication. And it just didn't play well for, his position within Starfleet. He needed to act a little more professional, more sophisticated, I think. I don't know, maybe just a poor choice of actor in there, or the way they portrayed him just was poorly done. But yeah, let me wrap this thing. I'm already pushing the time limit here, so let me give it my famous one dude in a review rating. The pink frosted donuts. Let's whip them out. I'm gonna give this one 4.5 frosted donuts out of a total of 5 frosted donuts. That's high. Great film, awesome film. J.J. Abrams just always does an amazing job. Just an amazing director. I can't wait, to see what he does in the future with this franchise. And yeah, man, go see Star Trek. It's okay to be a nerd. It's alright to be a nerd. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this episode of One Dude in Review. Check out all our other videos. Check out all our other reviews. Follow us on Twitter at GlazeLife, and on Facebook, like our page, GlazeLife. Everything's in the description below. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you thought about the film in the comments, and peace.